We've revealed many magic tricks on this channel where a magician appears to cut a person into two pieces. Although nowadays this is a basic trick whose secret almost everyone knows. You probably know too that there are actually two people, where one assistant is positioned in this compartment and the magician, whose head is visible outside, is positioned in this compartment. In this video, we're going to look at other evolved versions of body-splitting magic and discover the secrets behind them. If you enjoy uncovering the mysteries of magic with us, make sure to like this video and support us. First, let's watch Xavier Mortimer's body split act. As you know, most of Xavier's tricks are based on basic magic routines, which are made even more entertaining with the use of camera angles and editing. In this trick, as soon as Xavier's two assistants pull on a wire rope, it appears as if they have split Xavier's body in half. This can also be done using prosthetics, but there is another, easier way to do it. Actually, we've revealed a similar trick before, where a magician eats a polo mint, then brings a thread near his neck, and the mint seems to pass through the magician's neck and appear on the thread. It looks that way, but in reality, the mint on the thread isn't the one the magician ate. Instead, the magician already has another polo mint secretly in his hand, which is pre-threaded. At the same time, the magician's neck has glue applied. When the magician presses the thread against the neck, the skin sticks around the thread, creating the illusion that the thread is inside the neck. When the magician pulls the thread, it looks as though the mint comes out of the neck. At the right moment, the magician releases the mint that was in his hand, creating the effect that it came out of the neck. This can be one way of performing this trick, but if you look more closely, it's clear that Xavier has done this with the help of prosthetics and that it's not his real skin. Next, Xavier walks behind a walker, and in the next moment, the man standing behind him bends Xavier's body from the middle, first to the left, then to the right. It looks completely impossible, but the trick is quite simple. Xavier's t-shirt is actually just a front cover, which Xavier holds tightly in place. It only looks as though his entire upper body has split and bent 90 degrees, but it's actually just the t-shirt bending and creating the illusion. Magicians also perform this act in another way. Here too, the pants and shirt are cut from the back and prepared specially for the act. The magician positions his body like this, but from the front, the shirt and pants look as though the upper and lower body have split. At the end of the act, Xavier's upper body appears here, while his legs are here, pedaling a bicycle. The same concept is used here. Xavier's body is actually positioned like this, while the gimmick t-shirt in front creates the illusion that his entire upper body is in another place. Similarly, this section of the waist is fake, and Xavier's legs are inside the cuts made in the pants, which is how Xavier is able to pedal the bicycle with his real legs. Another body-splitting illusion involves a magician cutting his assistant in half using a chainsaw. Not only that, but the magician also rotates the assistant's upper half and shows it to everyone, and both the upper and lower bodies still move. Since it's on a table, you might think there's a trick inside the table. But then the assistant lifts his upper half completely off the table and shows it, which is truly surprising. Not only that, the assistant's upper half is picked up completely and placed on another table. The lower half moves the table backstage on its own. The magic still doesn't end. The lady assistant brings the legs close to the upper body, and in the next moment, the assistant's body joins back together, and he stands up normally. But how? Did the magician really cut the assistant into two pieces? Of course not. In reality, performing this magic act requires 2.5 assistants. Why 2.5? Let me explain. At the start, the assistant you see is not one person, but 1.5 people. One assistant is positioned like this under the table, with only his legs outside. The person on top is actually a half person, someone born with only an upper body due to caudal regression syndrome. People with this condition have a perfectly normal and functional upper body, but no lower body. Here, such a half-body assistant is placed above the legs. The magician only pretends to cut him in half. And then carefully lifts the upper half and places it on another table. As you already know, there is another assistant hidden under the table, with only his legs showing, which is why the lower half can walk backstage with the table so easily. At the end, the lady assistant places a fake leg beside the torso. But if you observe, the entire table is taken off stage for a moment. That's when the half assistant and the legs are removed, and another assistant takes their place. This makes it appear at the end as though the body has rejoined, astonishing everyone. Over time, advanced technology has begun to be used in magic acts. In one body-splitting act, the magician comes on stage, appearing completely normal. Then, a laser hits his waist, and his body seems to split in half. Not only that, the magician grabs chains hanging from above, and his upper body rises with the chains. You might think, as with the previous act, that this also uses a person who has only an upper body. But in the next moment, the legs on stage begin to walk by themselves. And here, there's no table. So how is this possible? This act is performed by famous magician Rob Lake, and here, no half-body double is used. If you notice, Rob looks completely normal, but his legs seem a bit odd. At the start, this is Rob's real body, but after the laser cut, there's a camera cut showing the audience's reaction. During the live performance, after the laser scene, Rob is covered from the front. Behind this cover, Rob lies horizontally on a special platform set up on stage. His body is hidden under a black cloth, while robotic legs are placed below. That's why Rob's legs look different. They are robotic legs. From the front, his t-shirt creates the illusion that Rob's entire body is there, but as you now know, Rob's body is lying horizontally on the platform. With the stage lighting and black background, this setup blends in, making it hard for the audience to notice. The platform Rob lies on can also move up and down, so from the front, it looks as though Rob's upper body has separated from the lower half. If you watch closely, Rob holds on to the chains with both hands, and his upper body appears to be hanging from them, but there's no visible strain on his hands. As you now know, Rob isn't hanging from the chains. His body is resting comfortably on the platform. That's how Rob performs this amazing body-splitting magic and astonishes everyone. Up until now, you've seen that in every body-splitting magic act, magicians have used different methods. Another magic trick creates a half-body illusion using physics principles. From a distance, this stall looks normal, but up close, you'll see an extraordinary sight. In this small stall, there's a half-man floating in midair, with his hands and face appearing completely real. But where's the rest of his body? And how is this half-person alive without a body? The truth is, he's not actually half a person. He's whole, and this setup is a clever trick. The real trick here lies in the box containing the man. Here, what looks like a regular background is actually made of mirrors. These mirrors are positioned at specific angles to reflect the sides, creating an illusion that the background is flat and a part of the box. Here you can notice the edges of the mirrors. The mirrors are set in a way that leaves enough space behind them for the man to stand comfortably. He stands fully behind the mirrors, and his shirt is designed with special cuts to fit his arms and head. This front part of the shirt is just a display piece, hanging in front of the mirror and attached to this stand. From the front, it looks as if only the upper half of the man's body is visible, while his lower half appears to be missing. But now you know it's merely a shirt piece, and these are the mirrors hiding his full body behind it. In this video, we've covered almost all the techniques used in body-splitting illusions. We hope you enjoyed the video. We put in a lot of effort to bring you such amazing magic reveals, so don't forget to like this video. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notifications for all our upcoming videos.